Okay, so let's pick up with our Pocomoke City house, kind of where we left it. We've got some issues. For instance, the one that we'll fix on this video is the stairs. You placed a stair here, but we have no way to use the stair because there's no hole in the floor. So we just have a stair going down. We don't have a stair going up, so we're going to have to fix that as well. One of the things, if I go back to the PDF here, and zoom in on the floor plan, notice that their stairs are a lot tighter than ours are. So where I placed that door over here in that outside wall, I placed a door. Looks like they've got plenty of room there for a landing, where I'm coloring in blue. We don't have that much room, so I'm not sure how they did that. We are going to kind of cheat and make our stairs a little bit tighter. So that's my solution. So let's do that. I'm going to go to my building section to take a look at this. So I'm going to double click on the head of this section that's down going through the living room kitchen area. If yours isn't down there, you can move these by just dragging them around. So you can drag it down there someplace and then just double click on the head of it to open that view. And you can see what I'm talking about. If you zoom in on your stairs, you can see that between that basement wall and the end of the stairs, if I measure that, I have got 1 foot 3 inches. That is not enough room for a landing. That should be 3 feet, or at least the same depth as the stairs are wide. But I'd like to go for 3 feet. So the way that Revit makes stairs, by the way, it does the math by itself. It builds all that in and makes them up to code. Well, we're going to have to cheat a little bit. Okay, so I want to modify my stairs here to tighten up the math. This is not going to be up to code, so just be aware of that. But we're going to cheat and make it work just for this project. So click on the stairs to select the stairs. Do not click on the railing or the balusters. That's a different system, so leave that stuff alone. But click on the stairs to select those. And what we're trying to change is over here in our properties, we want the actual tread depth. I want to tighten that up. It's got to be shorter than the 11 inches. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's 9.5. So we're going to change that number, but I have to change something else first. So if you click on Edit Type, these are the properties for the stairs. And notice in here it's got minimum tread depth 11 inches. I'm going to change that to be 9 inches. So I highlight the 11, change it to 9, click OK. Now notice nothing happened, nothing changed, because I didn't change the actual dimension. I just changed what it could be. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change this 11-inch actual tread depth. I'm going to change that to 9.5 inches. Oops, my highlighter went away. Come on. 9.5 inches, and click Apply. And that shortens up my stairs, but notice it moved to the top of the stairs, not the bottom of the stairs. So I'm going to click on those stairs and drag them to the right and get them so that tread looks like it's the top, the top riser looks like it's about in line with this wall. It doesn't have to be dead on. And then I'm going to go measure the space at the bottom of the stairs again. So click the measuring tool, click on the edge of the wall, click on the end of the stairs. Oh, 2 feet 11 and 185 256ths. So, boy, that's close. If I click on those stairs again, click the arrow button on my keyboard one time, and then measure tool, measure from the end of the stairs to the wall. Now I am slightly over 3 feet. I'm at 3 feet and 57 256ths of an inch. It's a great dimension right there. So find that one on your tape measure. So I'm good. I have enough room now. So I'm going to call that done for that stair. And then I'm going to do a little trick here. I want to copy that stairs up to the first floor. So Revit has a copy feature in it that is actually pretty handy. I'm going to click on this stair. So now notice that its base level is basement floor and it's going to the top level of first floor. I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. And the way that I do that is by clicking on this button right here. So copy to clipboard. And then notice the paste from my clipboard. That lit up as I did that. So now I've got that available to paste. So now I'm going to click the drop down. I've got all sorts of options here. The one that I want it to paste directly above where it is. So I'm going to say paste aligned to selected levels. And that's going to let me pick the level 1, or the first floor. That's what it's called. First floor. That's where I want it to paste to. And click OK. And boom, there it is. That is a really handy feature, especially when you're doing lots of multiple story buildings, and it just comes in handy. So now I have my stairs all the way up. We need to do a couple of little things. Let's check our head clearance. So I'm going to go back to my floor plan. So I click on the first floor button up here. I'm going to drag this section up and put it right there. And then go back to that section. And what I'm trying to check is the head clearance right here. This is going to be a tight spot. So if I measure straight down from there, I want it to be at least 6 feet 8 inches. And it is, so we're good. So we didn't have to do all that. So I'm going to go back to my first floor. I'm going to click the undo button. That should move my section back to where it was. Yep, there it is. So we're good. Now, all I have to do now is make a hole in the first floor so that the stairs can go through it. So to do that, I'm going to hover my mouse. I need to grab the floor by the edge, right? So this is where I can see the edge of the door, or sorry, the edge of the floor, where it's going through the doorway. Otherwise, over here, it's right underneath the edge of the wall, and it's hard to grab. So I grab the edge of it. If your cursor's just trying to grab the door instead, move it a couple of times, hover over that line. If in doubt, you can click the tab button on your keyboard, and that will cycle through the things that are underneath your cursor. So I clicked on it once, left mouse button, clicked on it once, and now I have my floor selected. I'm going to click on Edit Boundary up on the ribbon, and I'm going to draw pink lines. I'm going to use the rectangle drawing tool. I'm going to start there and go to there. And then, so now I've got that done. Click the green check mark. Would you like to the walls that go up to this floor's level to attach to its bottom? Say no. And now if I go and look at this thing, let's go look at it in 3D. So 3D, if I click on the edge of the roof to select it and then hide it, now I can look down into my house and I can see, yep, there's a hole in the floor. There's the hole in the floor, there's the floor around it. It all worked out, we're good. So, good enough. So now I can hit the reset temporary hide. I'm back to where I was, and I fixed my stairs.